NBA, 2 days before the 22-23 Warriors campaign begins. Two big signings this weekend. Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole. And Poole spoke for the first time today since the punch from Draymond Green.
He apologized and professional. We plan on handling ourselves that way. We're here to play basketball.
Poole was short when addressing his practice altercation with Draymond Green. The other topic the 23-year-old had to address was the 4-year, $123 million contract extension he officially signed earlier in the day.
It was amazing. It was truly, truly special, and I couldn't stop smiling. I really tried to stop smiling, but I couldn't.
Not long ago, it was hard to imagine Poole ever getting a big contract after struggling as a rookie. He was sent to the G League during his second season.
Pretty remarkable. Never would have guessed it. His rookie year, he was lost, frankly. This is life-changing for Jordan and his family. All those nights he came in here working and working and working, they paid off.
Money time! Money time!
Golden State broke out the checkbook this weekend. Along with Poole, the team also gave Andrew Wiggins a 4-year extension worth $109 million as the former #1 overall pick has found a home in the Bay Area since he arrived in 2020.
They like me here. I like to be here. Family likes it. Love the city, love the fans, so I'm excited.
He's just come here and adapted to our style and done everything we've asked, everything to help us win a championship last year. It's great to see him rewarded.
I asked a few people in our organization, is there any reason why we wouldn't pay these guys? Is there something I'm not seeing? Whether it was a player, whether it was a trainer, whether it was Steve, ownership, and everyone came back with a strong, these are guys you want moving forward.
With Wiggins and Poole's deals and the Warriors' luxury tax situation, many wonder if this means this season could be Draymond's final year with Golden State.
I think somebody really smart once told me never make decisions till you have to, and we don't have to make that decision right now, so we won't. I imagine he's going to have a fantastic year. I actually think he will. Usually when Draymond has a lot on the line, he performs.
My contract is what it is. I have 2 years left on my deal, including this year, and I am a Golden State Warrior trying to win another championship in this organization. That's what it is for me. That's not something that I'm going to harp on all year.
Hey, little Warriors basketball talk. We got C.J. Holmes, beat writer for the San Francisco Chronicle. Was there any kind of, anticipation, curiosity when Draymond Green returned to practice on Thursday as to how that dynamic was going to work?
I don't think so. From the media perspective, of course, we're worrying about, how the dynamic worked, but everyone we've talked to over the past week, from Kevon Looney to Moses Moody to Steve to Steph, everyone's kind of like, it's been business as usual. The vibes have been good. These things happen, and sometimes, as terrible as they might be, with competitive sports, and I think they're just trying to turn the page on this, move forward, and focus on trying to win another championship.
Which brings us to today. Today was the first time Jordan Poole actually spoke to members of the media, and I'm sure there were all kinds of ways the question had to be asked. I feel like he kind of dodged it like a blow-by, like he was driving in the lane for a shot. How did he handle the situation?
I think he handled it well, and you got to feel for Jordan. This is, one of the biggest days of his life, and he has to come up to the podium and immediately start with a statement he's been preparing for the last 9 days. We didn't even really see a smile out of him until, later in the press conference when, it became more about him and his growth and how he's feeling, with this new contract. But, Jordan kept it short. He kept it sweet, like he's done time and time again throughout his young career. I think he handled it with professionalism, and I think for his sake, he's hoping that this is the last time he gets asked about it. He did say that he did not need any type of medical attention after Draymond Green's punch, so seems like he's good, and if he's good, and the Warriors are good.
As you watched practice, knowing how practices go, did it look like a team, let's just pick up where we left off? Was it business as usual?
I'm not in that locker room every day, so there's no way to actually know for sure. We can only judge things based on how we see them play on the court and what they tell us. And from everything we've seen, especially if you consider how fun that last preseason game, how much fun they looked like they were having out there together as a unit, I really think that the Warriors are, the situation has been handled, contracts have been handed out, and now they're just turning their focus to Tuesday's season opener and ring night.
Curry and other guys, they've kind of addressed what Draymond means to this team. Paraphrasing, we need Draymond to be Draymond in order for us to get to that level. That said, what is your expectation for Tuesday's opener? It's the ring ceremony, and then it's the game against our rivals to the south, the Lakers.
I expect a lot of energy and a lot of emotion. It's ring night. This is the night where they get to celebrate all the hard work they put in last season. Where they get to celebrate, the fourth championship of this Curry, Thompson, Green dynasty. It's going to be an emotional moment for, everyone in the building, from fans to, the front office to the players down there on the court. And I also expect, one hell of a basketball game. LeBron James is in the building on opening night. That's no joke.
What kind of reception do you expect when Draymond's name is called to go up to get his ring?
Hey, look, he wasn't booed the other night in the final preseason game. I don't expect him to be booed, or anything of that nature. I think on ring night, at the end of the day, I believe that without Draymond Green, there is no dynasty. Like, without Klay Thompson, there is no dynasty, right? Without Stephen Curry, there is no dynasty. Those three guys are so integral to each other's success that, and I think that the fans know that. And, with Draymond, if you love him during his highs, you got to love him during his lows, because that same competitive fire, that same way he can get a little over the top sometimes. I mean, that's where his game comes from. That's what he channels. So if you love him at his best, you got to love him at his worst. And I think the fans understand that, and I think they'll be happy to see him get his fourth ring.
Outstanding, CJ. Hey, thanks so much for a few minutes, and we'll see you from Tuesday night and beyond.
Tuesday night. Thanks for having me, Vern.